Hello, and welcome to Other Metagames Premier League 7, Week 2, Balanced Hackmons. On the top side, we have Sugarhigh of the Head Honchkros. And on the bottom side, we have GL Volkner of the Klinkschamers. Both of these players lost to their games last week, so they'll be hoping to push on to even up their records 1-1. So let's look at these teams here, and you can see that both these teams are quite offensive. On the top side, Sugarhigh is running a Shedinja offense team. He's running a Gengar, which could be simple Scarf adaptability to catch Mewtwo Ys. It could be a Shell Smash variant. It could be a Mold Breaker variant to set hazards. But it's and trap opposing sheds. It's probably one of the Shell Smash or Scarf adapt sets. He is running Mewtwo Y, which on these teams is often a sort of offensive support set. Maybe it has Stealth Rock, it probably has a Step Psychic Attack, and it could have Recover, Destiny Bond, or other sorts of offensive support moves. It all depends. He's running Chansey, which is probably Imposter, and Ray is most likely Triage or Choice Specs, though Choice Specs is a little bit too slow for him, in my opinion. I feel like Choice Specs would only just sap his momentum as he switched in and out, so he would probably run running Triage. And Necro DM is either a Belly Drum Unburdened set, which is what I believe, or a Shell Smash set, which is also quite likely. It could also, if he wants to go for the more balanced route, which would be kind of out of the team style, but it might still work here. It could be a Flash Fire set with Defog to deal with any entry hazards that he tries to set up. Now, on the bottom side, he is running 3 Gengars, and that can be hard to deal with. These spam teams can always try and overload their checks. The risk is, of course, that you don't actually overload a check, and then you just lose 3 Mons in succession to the same Mon, which would really be sad. So one of these Gengars is probably Electrify Lightning Rod. Another one could be, say, Mold Breaker or Dazzle Smash, or less likely, but still possible, could be an adaptability wall breaking set. Though the adaptability wall breaking sets don't really break through any of Gengar's standard checks. Electrify sets, on the other hand, can. They can really punish passive or slower Pokemon that try to check other Gengar sets, such as Revelation Dance, Yveltal, or Kyogre, since you just prevent those from even hitting you, and then they're forced to either switch out or give you more boosts. So Electrify Lightning Rod is a huge threat now, but when this game was played back in week 2 of OMPL, it wasn't as well known. People, of course, knew about it, but they didn't prepare for it. His Ray is probably some sort of Triage or Shell Smash set to continue with the offensive boosting, just trying to sweep through your opponent's team before the opponent gets through yours kind of theme. He also has an Arceus, which may be unaware, just to handle some of these sweeping Gengars. That would not be a huge surprise if I saw that. And Gyarados is probably just some sort of standard Poison Heal supporting set just to get rocks up and then die conveniently. Or it could be a Shell Smash set, though Shell Smash Gyarados is overall not a great set in my opinion. I don't like it as much as other Shell Smash Darks like T-Tar or something, which have a little more power and more bulk than Gyarados does. And the other thing about Shell Smash Gyarados is that it's only really got one stab. Water Stab is pretty junk because it doesn't even kill anything that the Power Trip won't kill. Like Registeel Haze, then it Crab Hammers and it does like 40%, so it can't even break through stuff that Power Trip can't break through. So it's just not a good smasher. It could also be choice band adaptability, but these slow wall breakers on his team, just like on the bottom side, or on the other team, on Sugarhigh's team, would mostly just slow him down, and then he'd have to switch out, and then something have to take damage, and it would just all be a bunch of trouble. So let's begin. There we go. So, see a Gengar on Mewtwo Y, Sugarhigh, and GL Volkner's running Mold Breaker on this Gengar. Mewtwo attacks it, of course. That's natural. And he's running Sash. Stealth Rock is up. Mewtwo kills the Gengar. Takes one. It's dead. So now he gets another Gengar in. So Mewtwo attacks again. This one has Focus Sash also. He Metal Bursts on the Mewtwo, and Mewtwo is running Focus Sash, oddly enough. So they're both at 1 HP. Mewtwo tries to attack again. Gyarados is in. We see it's not Poison Heal. And Mewtwo Destiny Bonds on the Shell Smash, so that was a good play for Volkner. Gyarados taunts Mewtwo. Mewtwo attacks him, anticipating that, I guess. And Gyarados kills him because Destiny Bond cannot be used. So now, Sugarhigh gets his Imposter Chansey in. This is good. Chansey attacks him, knowing that he kind of has to, and Gyarados Destiny Bonds. This probably means that this is Prankster Gyarados, if he knew that that would happen. It was a good mind game. He probably knew it was Choice Scarf Chansey, or had a pretty high suspicion. Ray is in, defogs away the Stealth Rock, and Gengar gets a free attack on Ray as it tries to Oblivion Wing him. He probably shouldn't have done that. He probably should have gone for like Moongeist if he had it, but he might not have had it. He might have just been kind of forced to play that. Sugarhigh brings in his own Gengar, and Sugarhigh's Gengar's got Sash. It survives, and unfortunately, as you can see, GL Volkner's dies because it's running Judgment. Arceus is in for Volkner, and Arceus kills Gengar with Avalanche, showing that it's Poison Heal. Yep, there it is. There's Poison Heal. And there's Necro DM. Let's see if it's Belly Drum. He brings in Gengar. He does not. He gets the Shell Smash off. And unfortunately, GL Volkner reveals his Gengar to be Choice Scarf, killing Necro DM. So now everyone's going crazy. Now here's Shed, here's the last Mon. And unfortunately, so let's hope that GL Volkner doesn't have a Shed counter. Otherwise, Sugarhigh is gone. Looks like he doesn't. He's just switching around, trying to PP stall Shed out of Endeavor and Extreme Speed. He's got 7 Endeavor, 7 Extreme Speed left. Arceus takes a huge Endeavor, is at 12% now thanks to Poison Heal. And he switches Gengar in on the Extreme Speed. Good play. He gets Rayquaza in as Shedinja U-turns. Now he goes, he's thinking Endeavor. He's right. 6 of those left. Arceus at 12% again. So he's just kind of circling the Shedinja, hoping that it will run out of PP eventually. If he can get it out of Extreme Speed and Endeavor PP, he can probably stall it out with Arceus. And Shed just eats that Revelation Dance, no problem. And Shed U-turns out on the Gengar, dealing the final percent to kill it. So now the rest of this game is just Sugarhigh, Shedinja owning the rest of the guy's team because GL Volkner doesn't have any more checks for it. which was really kind of foolish of him, but he might not have really had a choice. He built a team that he had to play offensively balls to the wall, and he did, and made up for it. But he probably didn't need to bring that Mold Breaker Gengar in immediately unless he felt like he really needed to set up rocks, or he could have switched out in Mold Breaker after he got the rocks set up so that it would still be alive to pursue this shed now. And he also gave up his other Gengars a little bit too easily. I think he could have set up Necro DM sometime earlier, maybe on the Ray, that can survive Oblivion Wing at +3. I think if it doesn't Mega, if it doesn't Ultra Burst first, and if it's running Moongeist Beam, then I mean it would have clicked it earlier. So it probably he couldn't have known that it wasn't running Moongeist Beam, so it was a gamble that he lost. So that's that for that game, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/SuperSkylake.